Welcome back to Superbly Said Advanced English Vocabulary and Phrases.
And today we're looking at 8 really dynamic and natural phrases. They're all from SpeakDuo Lesson 1140, which is based on a video about the comedian Chad Daniels.
Yeah, and this is for all you advanced learners out there. If you want to actually use this vocabulary and, gain some confidence, you can go to SpeakDuo.com. You can meet new people, practice on video calls.
It's a great way to make it stick.
Okay, let's jump straight in. First one up, Uber 18.
Right. So this basically means acting in a really exaggerated way, specifically like a very dramatic 18-year-old.
Okay, so a lot of people might just say, throwing a tantrum. What's the difference?
That's a good question. A tantrum is, well, it's more general. It's just a fit of bad temper.
Mm-hmm.
But Uber 18 is much more specific. It's usually for adults who are showing this intense, almost theatrical sense of teenage entitlement.
Ah, so it's the entitlement.
Exactly. They're not just angry, they're complaining about some minor thing like it's a huge injustice against them.
Got it. So if your laptop crashes, you might get angry. But if you start yelling that it's a conspiracy to ruin your day, you've gone Uber 18.
That is a perfect example. Or in a professional setting, you might say, he went completely Uber 18 just because they moved the meeting by 10 minutes.
Shows that lack of proportion. Okay, moving on. I like this next one. To stew in one's chair.
It's a great visual, isn't it? It means to sit there and just feel really angry or upset for a long time.
So how is this different from, say, brooding or fuming?
Well, fuming is active. It's visible anger. You can see it. And brooding is more intellectual, maybe a bit sad.
Uh-huh.
But stewing in your chair is passive. You're sitting still, replaying the argument in your head over and over, just cooking in that feeling.
The in your chair part is key then. It's about being stuck.
It really is. So, in an IELTS question, if someone asked how you handle anger, you could say, I might let myself stew in my chair for a few minutes, but then I make myself get up and go for a walk.
That shows great self-awareness. Okay, what about resolving conflict? Our third phrase is to be the bigger person.
This one is so often confused with compromising.
Right, because they both sound like you're ending a fight.
They do, but they're fundamentally different. When you compromise, both people give something up. The issue is probably a bit gray.
And being the bigger person?
That's when you know you're right. You are 100% correct, and the other person is wrong. But you choose to be mature and forgive them anyway.
For the sake of what? The relationship?
Exactly. For the sake of peace, or the project, or the relationship. You're prioritizing that over being right. It's a unilateral decision.
That's a huge distinction. So, in a work context, a manager might say, look, I know we missed the deadline, but for the team's sake, I need you to be the bigger person and help them finish.
Perfect. You're asking them to rise above it.
Okay, let's shift gears. Let's talk about atmosphere. Change the energy of the night.
I love this one. It's so much more powerful than just cheering people up.
How so?
Cheering someone up is small scale. It's one-on-one. But to change the energy of the night, that's a total overhaul of the entire dynamic.
So from bad to good.
Or from dull to lively. It's a big, rapid, fundamental shift for the whole group.
I can picture a really boring office party.
Yeah.
And the manager walks in and says, right, this is dead. Somebody put on some music and change the energy of the night.
Exactly. It's a call to action to reset the entire mood. Or, for an IELTS question about describing an event, you could say, the party was a bit flat, so I suggested a game and it completely changed the energy of the night.
Nice. Okay, next up is a very informal one. Listeners should be careful with this. Scared shitless.
Yes, definitely informal, even vulgar, but very common. It just means extremely, extremely terrified.
So why not just say petrified?
Petrified is strong, but scared shitless has this primal, visceral quality. It suggests a sudden, almost paralyzing terror.
An immediate shock.
Right. It's an exaggeration, but it gets that intensity across instantly. You'd say it to a friend, that huge spider in the bathroom left me scared shitless.
I can relate to that.
Or even at work, talking about a surprise drill, when that alarm went off, I think we were all scared shitless for a second. It conveys that sudden, overwhelming fright.
Okay, another emotional one now. Bawling. This just means crying heavily.
Crying heavily and loudly, yes. And again, the nuance is important here. It's not the same as weeping or tearing up.
Weeping sounds quiet, almost poetic.
Is, and tearing up is just your eyes getting a little wet. But bawling, that's unrestrained. It's loud, messy, the kind of crying a child does. It's pure, deep, emotional distress.
So you'd say, after I got the bad news, I just sat in my car bawling for 10 minutes.
Yes, that shows the depth of the emotion. Or describing a movie. The ending of that film always gets me. I'm literally bawling in the cinema every time.
I think we all have a film like that. Okay, let's move to something about outcomes. Something is a direct hit, and we're talking about a very specific meaning here.
We are. The definition we're focusing on is a failure that unexpectedly achieves a very important result.
People might think of a blessing in disguise.
Right, but that's too general. A blessing in disguise means something bad eventually leads to something good. The connection can be loose.
But with a direct hit, it's about the irony.
Precisely. The initial action, the miss, the failure, that exact mistake is what directly leads to the success. The error was the perfect outcome.
I see. The failure itself was the key.
Exactly. So, in business, missing our launch date was a direct hit. The delay meant we saw our competitor's weakness and could fix our own product.
The miss was the hit.
Yes. Or personally, getting rejected from my first choice university was a direct hit. I ended up meeting my future business partner at the second one.
Okay, last one. To be going crazy over someone or something.
This one is all about intensity. It means becoming extremely excited or obsessed with something.
So much stronger than just being keen on it.
Oh, what's stronger? Keen on is mild. Going crazy over implies a public, enthusiastic, almost irrational level of excitement, a collective obsession.
Like with a new trend.
Right. You could ask, what's that new phone game everyone at the office is going crazy over? It shows that it's taken over.
Or with a celebrity appearance. The fans were going crazy over the band's surprise performance. It suggests a huge, loud, external reaction.
Exactly. It's that fever pitch.
Fantastic. That's a great breakdown of all 8 phrases. Now, to make sure this all sinks in, we're going to move on to a quick quiz.
We'll read each question and 3 options. Just try to remember the nuance we discussed.
All right. Question 1. What small thing makes an adult act uber 18 when tired?
Is it option A? A small setback causes the adult to act in a mature and responsible manner characteristic of an elder.
Option B. A technical problem with the laptop can make the adult act in an extremely exaggerated way, like a teenager.
Or option C. A simple failure leads the adult to exhibit excessive enthusiasm and loud, over-the-top excited behavior.
Feel free to pause here if you need a moment to think.
And the correct answer is B. Acting uber 18 is that exaggerated teenage-like reaction, often over something small and technical when you're tired.
Okay, question 2. When angry, do you prefer to stew in your chair or go for a walk?
Option A. I prefer to sit and feel very upset for a long time while replaying the conversation before moving on.
Option B. I prefer to immediately engage in intense physical activity to release the pent-up tension or frustration.
And option C. I prefer to find a quiet location to formally meditate and logically analyze the root cause of the anger.
Take a second if you need it.
The answer is A. To stew in your chair is exactly that, sitting still, feeling upset, and replaying the negative event in your mind.
Right. Question 3. What does it take for you to be the bigger person when you know you're right?
Option A, it requires accepting the financial cost of a conflict to ensure that the other party is fully compensated fairly.
Option B, it requires establishing clear boundaries and refusing to continue the conversation until the other party apologizes.
Or option C, it takes significant maturity and effort to be more forgiving than someone else, prioritizing the relationship's sake.
Feel free to pause.
The correct answer is C. To be the bigger person is all about choosing maturity and forgiveness, especially when you know you're in the right.
Absolutely. Number 4. What small thing can quickly change the energy of the night when a party is dull?
Option A. Introducing a fun group game that completely alters the stagnant atmosphere or mood of the evening immediately.
Option B, formally asking guests to leave the premises early to ensure that the event concludes at the scheduled time precisely.
And option C, lowering the music volume slightly to facilitate quiet, more focused one-on-one conversations between attendees.
Go ahead and pause if you'd like.
The answer is A. To change the energy of the night means a big, immediate shift, and introducing a fun game is a perfect example of that.
It is. Okay, halfway there. Question 5. What unexpected event would leave you scared shitless?
Option A, waking up in a new time zone where the light levels are slightly different from what I am used to seeing.
Option B, a sudden, loud, and strange noise in the house would leave me feeling extremely frightened and terrified immediately.
Or option C, an unexpected phone call from a family member requiring a complex intellectual problem to be solved.
Pause here if you need to.
The clear answer is B. Scared shitless describes that immediate, intense terror from something like a loud, strange noise in your house.
Definitely. Question 6. What film scene always makes you feel like bawling?
Option A, a scene that subtly suggests emotional distress, requiring the viewer to infer the character's profound unhappiness.
Option B, a scene during the emotional finale of an animated movie that always makes me feel like crying heavily and loudly.
And option C, a scene that depicts a character celebrating a major, unexpected personal victory with great enthusiasm and laughter.
Take a moment.
The correct answer is B. Bawling is that heavy, loud, unrestrained crying you might do during a really emotional movie scene.
Yes. Number 7 is next. Have you ever had a situation where a miss was a direct hit?
Option A. Yes, an action that failed but unexpectedly achieved a very important result, like missing a train and meeting a partner.
Option B. No, a failure is always a negative result, never leading to a positive, important, or valuable outcome or opportunity.
Or option C. Yes, an action that was perfectly executed but unfortunately resulted in an immediate and unexpected major crisis.
Feel free to pause if you need to think.
The answer here is A. When a miss is a direct hit, it's that perfect ironic outcome where the failure itself leads directly to success.
And our final question, number 8. What small trend are people going crazy over?
Option A. A new, difficult puzzle game that is causing people to become extremely excited and obsessed with the solution.
Option B. A trend that has gained minor, low-key popularity, often discussed only in small online communities or forums.
And C. A technological innovation that requires intense intellectual analysis.
Go ahead and pause for the last time.
And the answer is A. Going crazy over something describes that widespread, obsessive excitement, like for a super popular new game.
Excellent. So we covered 8 fantastic phrases today. Uber 18, stew in your chair, be the bigger person, and change the energy of the night.
And also, scared shitless, bawling, direct hit, and going crazy over something. Understanding these nuances really is the key.
It moves you from just being good at English to sounding truly fluent and confident.
Absolutely. And using them in real conversations makes all the difference.
So we really encourage you to go back and check out SpeakDuo Lesson 1140. And of course, visit SpeakDuo.com to connect with people and actually practice. That's how you master this stuff.
Until next time, keep refining those conversational skills.